So my friend and I were talking about how much we like the Real Housewives on the Bravo channel. I'm a big fan of Beverly Hills and New York. And I used to watch Dallas, but I don't have cable anymore. So anyway, we got to talking about that last night, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I did a Real Housewives of New York tarot reading or Beverly Hills tarot reading? So I'm going to do a Real Housewives of New York tarot reading, and let's see what's going on with Luann and oh God, Luann and Ramona and Sonia and all the girls. And so first of all, that would be the blonde-headed gal. What's her name? The one that just broke up with Scott. She's the one with the broken heart. And the Four of Cups, that would be Luann, because right now she's not drinking, so she's not being offered any more of those cups. And Three of Wands, I feel like that's Ramona, looking for her ship to come in with another man. And Ten of Wands, I feel like that is Sonia. Sonia has put down her burdens. She has went through a spiritual awakening. That could also be Bethany too, though, because I feel like Bethany has been carrying a lot of stuff, and she like the last time I watched one of the Housewives shows, she was calling somebody about selling off her company. So it appears that she's about ready to put down some of those wands too, but hasn't quite yet. So let me get a couple more cards and see if I can figure out what's going on with the ladies from New York. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so who would that be? That might be Barbara. She's new this season. I don't think I'd ever seen her before, and she looks like she's rolling in the dough with her construction business. She is also very much in her masculine energy. Every time I watch that show, I think she may be able to put a dress on, but man, she's so in her masculine energy. In the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So something, I'm trying to think, who would that be? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like that's the whole group of them. They're getting ready to go through a major change or shake up. Something is about to happen. Now, I have not watched the whole season yet. I am probably 3 weeks behind. So I don't know what's going on, but I wish I could think of that gal's name. The blonde-headed gal that broke up with Scott. It starts with a T. It's not Tiffany. She was in the circus. What the heck is her name? Somebody write that out. All right, so let's look at the emotions that the Housewives of New York, what's going on with them emotionally? What's going on with all of them emotionally? Because sometimes they're happy and okay, so lonely. I feel like that is Ramona. Ramona is very lonely right now. And the T gal, whatever her name is, it's not Tiffany. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. The one with the broken heart that broke up with Scott. Now, at the moment, you know, they all play very respectful with each other a lot of times. And they're really fake a lot of times, pretending like they're okay with each other. Dorinda and Luann was at it there for a while, and they were not being respectful to each other, but I think maybe they've called a truce. I don't know. I'm going to have to catch up on my shows. But again, this is just for fun. So, inspired. Who is feeling inspired right? I feel like Sonia is the one that's feeling very inspired. I feel like she, right at the moment, funny enough, she was a hot mess there for a while. And I feel like she has made major, major leaps and bounds in her spiritual awakening. So I am very, very impressed with what Sonia Morgan is doing these days. Shy. Who's being shy? Who is not stepping up to the plate? Well, it would not be Luann, because she's doing her her shows these days. The circus gal. Oh my God, I wished I'd, like, that is gonna drive me crazy. I cannot think of what her name is. Shy. Who else is being shy? None of those girls are shy, really. Holy moly. I mean, none of those girls are shy. Let's see what else is going on. Two more. Proud. Well, that would be Luann. That would definitely be her emotion. She's very proud that she has stopped drinking. She is very proud of her cabaret shows. We got excited. Someone not being very excited. I feel like that's Ramona. I feel bad for Ramona right now. I feel bad that her and Mario broke up. They seem to be a really, really good match. And it seems like the last time I watched the show, her and Mario, she didn't admit it, but I'm pretty sure her and Mario slept together. And he seems like whatever midlife crisis that he went through, maybe he has pulled out of that. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to come back together. If you guys have insight on that, I would be willing to hear about that. Okay, so what are the blocks that the Housewives of New York have right at the moment that they are not, what are they not seeing? Oh, we got a bunch. Whew. Some of them have some inner child work that they need to work on. And some forgiveness. There's some major forgiveness that needs to go on. Carol, probably, for one, she's not even on the show anymore. She probably needs to forgive several people. I think that's one of the reasons she left that show, is because she was not able to forgive. Either that or she was just tired of being in all the drama. I don't know. I feel like there is at least one person that has some addictions, and I'm not going to say it out loud, because I don't want to make any accusations, but you probably know who I'm talking about, who might have a problem with drinking. Barriers. What kind of barriers would they have? That just makes me think they all live behind a gated community, and I feel like there's a lot of trust issues between them. I feel like many of those women have, okay, so I feel like many of those women have trust issues with people, and it's probably because they are not trustworthy, and maybe some of them use people for social climbing. One of the clips I watched last night, they were talking about Ramona being a social climber. So if you are a social climber, you probably, and you use people in order to better yourself, then it would be very likely that you might not trust people, because you would expect people would be using you for similar things. So I also think most of those women are very strong in their divine masculine energy, and they also have a lot of pride and ego that they probably need to get rid of as blocks. So what else have we got going here? Any other blocks that the Housewives of New York have that they need to work on? Let's do one more. Action. Action. Well, I feel like they're all pretty action oriented. Most of them are very successful businesswomen. That's one of the reasons I really enjoy watching a lot of these housewives shows, is because they are women in business and very successful businesses. And I would love to be able to look at myself and think that I was very successful in my tarot reading or my healing business or whatever the case is. I'm getting there, but of course, more success is always better. Okay, so what last words of advice does the universe have for I want these. These are my goddess cards. Sorry. So, what advice does the universe have for the Housewives of New York City? To just get on their way, bury the hatchet. I would imagine a lot of them have inner child wounds, and that's one of the reasons they're always getting pissed off at each other. What else does the universe have to say to the Housewives of New York City? Expect a miracle. Mother Mary says expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Maybe many of them, I don't know if they're very spiritual or not. Sonia, again, I feel like is one of the ones on the very spiritual path. I've watched that transformation with her over the years, and from a hot mess to pretty zen these days. So I'm most proud of her. I think Bethany is the next one that is probably going to work her way through her dark night of the soul and into that zen spot. If she starts selling off her companies, she's probably going to get more peace in her life, and that is very important. I feel so sorry for her when I watch those shows sometimes, because I can't even imagine how stressed out she must be. Bright, don't back down. Bridget, oh, not Bright, Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. They are all very good at doing that. I feel like they're all pretty good about that. That's one of the reasons they get in fights all the time, is because they don't back down from what they believe is right. Or maybe they need to learn how to pick their battles. I don't know. Earlene, peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So that's good. They're all gonna be okay. It's just a shame that it has to all be played out on TV, but I mean, it's all gonna be okay, ladies. I promise you, it's all gonna be okay. I wish I could be their own private psychics and tarot readers. I'd give the Housewives of New York City a free reading. One more. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. I don't know that any of them have money issues. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe they're pretending they don't have money issues. When they do, I don't know. They all seem to be pretty good. But that is just part of letting the universe take over, take control, and maybe they've released all of their money blocks. And that's why they have money flowing in, because they have released all of that and they understand that there's always more to come. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, because like I said, I love watching that show. That's like my guilty pleasure. And when I quit getting cable at the house, at my apartment last year, the only time I ever watched The Housewives is when I house sit, dog sit. And so I catch up and do binge watching on all my Bravo shows. And I caught up on all of that at the end of April, 1st of May, when I was house, cat, bird sitting, whatever. And so anyway, I just was like playing around here. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment below if you have anything to say. Thanks. Bye.